Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is July 28th of 2024, 10:26 in the a.m. Let's say it together. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Well, people, something strange, something unusual, something uncommon transpired. You see, ABC News has done an exclusive interview with the local SWAT team that was assigned to the rally in Boulder, July 13th of 2024, the day that the attempted assassination of Donald J. Trump took place. Now, I got some serious responses and comments to this because, again, this sets a precedence. And I'm asking myself, why? And Pearson, why are you saying this sets a precedence? Because this is law enforcement. This is Secret Service. This is arguably one of the most high profile cases that an individual or organization would undertake. So here we have, 14 days later, a news service doing an interview. And how is it that the authorities are signing off on this? This makes no sense to me. I told you guys, I finally revealed to you about 3 weeks ago, I did a form of law enforcement for 19 years. There is a unwritten, written, verbal, nonverbal communique in this field. I don't care if you are on the dock watching trucks or you're inside of a convenience store. You don't share the narrative with anybody. Somebody comes in and burglarizes a home, you don't share the narrative with anyone. If somebody robs a convenience store, security don't talk to the press. They don't talk people, they don't talk to the community. So how in the world you gonna make me believe, I don't care how big ABC is? How in the people, look, you can feel my frustration. So I'm just gonna go straight to it and we'll go from there. And you need to ask yourself, how is this taking place? Because it ain't that you really wanna keep secrets. You just wanna hold on to this because 14 days is still, especially with a high profile case such as the former president, Donald Trump, this is still a tender, ongoing, new infant investigation. And you got the SWAT team talking? Come on, man. You reducing them to Barney Fife, Beverly Hillbillies, help me out here. It just don't make no sense. Listen to this here.
Just now with more, and Aaron, this was quite a revealing interview.
We hope so, Whit. And these are the SWAT team members who were assigned to take up positions in defense of former President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. And they told us they had no communication with the Secret Service until after the gunfire started. The SWAT team saw the shooter. They recognized him as suspicious, even took pictures of him. None of the concerns, though, had a chance of reaching decision makers before Trump took the stage, because of what these men and women described as failures of planning and communication.
We were supposed to get a face-to-face briefing with the Secret Service snipers whenever they arrived, and that never happened. So I think that was probably a pivotal point where I started thinking things were wrong, because that never happened, and we had no communication with the Secret Service.
You had no communication with the Secret Service at all on that Saturday.
Not until after the shooting.
And by then,
It was too late.
this is the
Now, here's the thing. A counter argument could be, well, Pearson, we got to put this out here. Because if we don't tell the public obviously will never know. Future authorities who are working in conjunction with the Secret Service, now they're demanding to be put in the loop, or maybe it just was a glitch, human error. But people, these are professionals. They're professionals. They don't have a second chance to get this right. This is the former president and the possible president of the future. Our power was setting the climate that in the future, if and when Trump goes down, now we can look in hindsight and say, you know what? The whole thing stinks from the rooter to the tutor, because they just can't get it right. They couldn't get it right in Boulder, and they so can't get it right wherever it happens, allegedly in the future. Now, let me go down my list. First thing I want to get at is this: the license plate. When I first did my first video on this,
years of planning and communication.
I could not decode this thing. But then this morning I got up and it hit me. DHS 131036. Many of you all emailed me right away and says, Pearson, there's a 36 in there, there's a 36 in there. I get it. I left it alone because I couldn't get it initially. Maybe my emotions were too caught up in it. And I don't think I'm still through decoding this thing, but let me show you what I got this morning. Here we go. 131036. 131. 13136. If you go backwards to forward, 6 and 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 3, 13, and you got 14. That's 14 right there, right? So we got 14. Plus, what else do we have? We got DHS, Department of Homeland Security. D is 4, H is 8, and S is 19. The 19th letter of the alphabet is S. H is 8, and D is 4. That equals 31. If you take 31 and 14, you get 45. Come on, man. What are the odds that this license plate on the back of the SUV that I believe they wind up putting Trump in, it would come out to 45. Come on, man. Trump was the 45th president. Look at it. DHS alone comes out to 31. That's it. It's right there. And I'm not through decoding. I got up this morning, okay. That's what came to me. I said, I'm done. Get on with the video, Pearson. Now, here's my question. When was the last time you've seen law enforcement speak on a case, a high-profile case, a case of this magnitude? Anybody who's in law enforcement, just put the word check, if you know what I'm talking about. When was the last time you don't share the narrative? Do you know some narrative in law enforcement stay sealed for decades? I'm just telling you how it goes. You know, we know there's a rule to keep information close to your chest for the future. And I'm going to put it to you like this. Even when police error or law enforcement error, to me, with my 19 years experience, everything still don't get out to the public. It's called being buried. It goes to a morgue, a psychological morgue. There are a lot of people whose careers would be on the line if something gets out, if there was an error, and they weigh it. Because here's the deal, and I'm gonna say allegedly, they weigh it. If you get 99% of your cases right, and you error on one, and let's just say a person didn't do no time, nobody really got hurt, but you just omitted it by accident, or it was the wrong spelling, whatever it is, you cannot let it go. Now, let's look at this. You know there could possibly be another person or persons connected to the case. So why would they release this information? Look, you feel me? And any of these questions have already been asked, but I got to bring them up in case you guys haven't seen it. Okay? Look at the guy's hands. These people watch each other's. Look at the people's hands. I'm going to show you something. We got hands at the 55 mark. Boom. Boom. As the guy is talking, as he's talking, look at this. Is that coincidence? Looks like the pyramid, right? And I talked to you about Phoenicians. Phoenicians have what? A Tiffany blue type. Look at this. Look at these two colors. It's close enough to me, Phoenician, Tiffany blue. Look, people, you got to go there. You got to go there. Just asking, is it coincidence they got it on? Now, let me show you guys something here. SWAT members. SWAT. Their local SWAT team. SWAT comes out to 63. 36 is 666. And Trump was the 45th president, right? Mm-hmm. And the license plate come out to 45. Come on, man. SWAT. Let's go back. Look, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Hope folks is waking up. At the 38-second mark, I put down there's something we should be looking at. Oh, the 38-second mark. Trying to make his decision.
Recognized him as suspicious, even took pictures of him. None of the concerns, though, had a chance of reaching decision makers before Trump took the stage because of what these men and women described as failures of planning and communication.
So you're going to tell me you're trained as SWAT. You might see something suspicious. You don't get the green light to act when there's a former president there? Come on, man. I want y'all to hear this again. This is serious. Come on. Listen.
Teams saw the shooter. They recognized him as suspicious, even took pictures of him. None of the concerns, though, had a chance of reaching decision makers before Trump took the stage because of what these men and women described as failures of planning and communication.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I will put this in the description. You are trained to make a move. You don't need, in my humble opinion, to talk to nobody. Somebody in that delegation, in these 8, somebody had to be in charge. And whether they got in touch with Secret Service or not, or the failed communication, you are SWAT. Your job is to SWAT. You're supposed to go and investigate. You saw an alleged suspicious person and you didn't walk up on him? Come on, man. This whole thing stinks. I just want y'all to see it, baby. I want y'all to see it. Man, it's crazy. Now SWAT team faces, think about it. Now their faces, their images, think about it. Their faces are recognizable wherever and however for the future. Don't criminals keep a photo database? That's another reason you don't go on TV and reveal nothing. Do you think they should have been undercover or at least been in silhouette? Come on, man. Put it in the comment section. You know good and well if you got no law enforcement history. This should have been at least in silhouette. Just put the word check if you understand it. CHECK or put a check mark in the comment section. This is dumb. This is dumb. And how dare a network even post this? Oh, it's latest news. I don't care. I don't care. These men and women have to go out and do future service. Don't they need to be in camouflage? Come on, man. Come on, man. And Trump is going back there. Are they going to be reassigned? Come on, man. Here's another one of my questions. Law enforcement, in my mind, never rats out their own. Okay? Whether these are local, county, DHS, or whatever. So why now? Why are you allegedly ratting out your own? Or is that too strong of a word? Okay? Now let's look at something. At the 16-second mark, I want to show you something.
Quite a revealing interview.
We hope so. And these are the SWAT team members.
Aaron Katersky joins us now with more. And Aaron, this was quite a revealing interview.
We hope.
Yeah, here it is here. What colors are those? Those are rock colors. I know it's part of their, GMA, I get it, Good Morning America, but I'm just saying this is rock colors, okay? Sun God Rock. Now look at this here. At the 26-second mark, he's talking, but look at that. I said he's talking, but what is that? Yeah, he talking. He revealing what the SWAT team said, but look at that. Don't that look like an X to you? How many videos have I produced over the last 3 months saying that Trump is going to be X'd? Right? And I predicted it, right? The 24th letter of the alphabet is what? X. Oh, that's just the way the window is designed? Oh, okay, I got it. But he just happened to be there, right? Look like an X to me. I said look like an X to me. This is crazy. This is crazy. I say this is crazy. Just like you got that, we got an X on Trump's face, which I'll show eventually. Right? We'll see it. We'll see it. What do I have that at? There it is. See the X? There's some other ones out there better than that. But that's the X going across his face with the blood, streaks of blood. Is that coincidence? It's like an X and a V. You guys have seen it. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. The X. Let me hasten on. What else do I have in here? We already saw the X. All right, what else we got? With the video, SWAT team, no communication with Secret Service until after the shooting. You gonna tell me the leaders of the Secret Service and the leaders of SWAT You know good and well, first of all, they're there before the rally starts. Like Gino, the pastor, say, am I right? Come on, man. So the SWAT team had no communication with Secret Service until after the shooting began. This is what they're saying, people. This is what they want us to believe. This is what they want us to believe. At the 15-second mark. Here we go. Let's play it again.
Just now with more. And Aaron, this was quite a revealing interview.
We hope so, Whit. And these are the SWAT team members who were assigned to take up positions in defense of former President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. And they told us they had no communication with the Secret Service until after the gunfire started.
I'm done. I said I'm done. Let's go to the next one. Now, Secret Service Director resigned this past week. Watch this.
But you see the breaking news on your screen right now. Associated Press confirming an internal email sent by Kimberly Cheadle to those in the Secret Service announces her resignation. This a day after that she was really a verbal punching bag on Capitol Hill, Dana.
Well, and she came to Capitol Hill with no answers to some very basic questions. And the calls were not just coming from Republicans for her to resign. There were many Democrats who felt the same. And you kind of have to wonder, she said the buck stops with her, that she would be the one who would answer the questions. She wanted to be as transparent as possible. She was not. And so I do think that this became something that was inevitable for her. It was a bipartisan call for her. Not everybody, but I mean, you had enough Democrats saying she should resign. In fact, we started the show with Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, who also thought she should be gone.
This stinks. I said it stinks. Look, she started September 17th of 2022 in that position. This is the day she left, July 23rd. That's when she resigned. September 17th. Take September 17th of 2022, subtract it from the day of the assassination attempt, 7/13, 666 days in between. Make that make sense. Satan, Satan, Satan. Secret Service began July 5th, 1865. July 5th. If you take the day that she became in charge of the Secret Service, 9/17 of 2022, subtracted from July 5th. That's July 5th. Because July 5th is when Secret Service came into existence. You take July 5th and make it 2022, the same year that she started 2022, the difference is 2 months, 1 week, and 6 days. Why is that important? August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Barack Obama was born August 4th. It's deep. 7/28 of 2024, this news story just broke that SWAT had no communication with Secret Service. Subtracted from Trump's last birthday of 6/14/2024, the difference is 44 days. Who was the 44th president? Barack Obama. SWAT, I already showed you, 63, 666. And Trump was the 45th president. And I already showed you, the license plate comes out to 45. Come on, man, come on. I already showed you the X. Make it funky, right? Was all this planned? Now let's talk about his ear.
Tonight on the investigation into the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The FBI says he was indeed hit by a bullet in the ear nearly 2 weeks ago. Previously, the agency issued a statement saying he was hit by either the entire bullet or a fragmented piece fired from the shooter's weapon. This comes 2 days after the FBI director, Christopher Wray, says during congressional testimony that it was not clear whether his injuries were caused by a bullet or a shrapnel.
So we got that history.